Hi, I'm Ellen Ferrara. Welcome to another episode of Top Tips for CIOs. And today we're talking to Paul Excell about a new research report on enterprise intelligence that BT's just released. Now, Paul, CIOs have a very different challenge that we've uncovered. In this report, it's talking about the flood of data into the organization, the lack of control, and the problem that presents to CIOs. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is probably one of the top issues for CIOs right now. How do you manage that whole information overload that's coming in from all sources? How do you cope with the economic impact of that in terms of storage and so on? What's the crucial information for you to make key decisions in real time for your business to take it forward? If you as a CIO want to make a big impact on your business, you've got to really understand and get on top of this.
So what does the report tell us about how the CIO's role needs to change?
So what the report comes out with, you see all the information that a CIO has to deal with coming from all sources. That's causing a huge economic impact on CIOs because you've got to deal with the storage impact, the networking impact, the compute power impact, and what from that information is important. What the report says to us is actually that a CIO needs to move from a chief information officer to perhaps a chief intelligence officer, being able to really pick the key pieces of information in real time that can drive their business forward.
Now, when it talks about business advantage or disadvantage, we had 2/3 of our global CIOs saying that aging IT systems and budget cuts have had a negative impact on the business. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is that they're also reporting that they all see growth and spend coming back again. So what's your advice on where that expenditure needs to be as we start some cautious expansion once more?
Sure, and I think the key thing there is cautious expansion, really thinking about where to make your investment dollar really work on behalf of your organization. Thinking carefully about the customer experience you're trying to deliver, thinking about that intelligence, where are you getting that data, thinking about the operational efficiency that you can drive for your infrastructure. And the good news for chief intelligence officers is with techniques like social networking, with the vast explosion of the internet, with video services coming on board, there's all manner of means to get to allow your customers and your people to collaborate and to drive a better customer experience and drive cost out of your organization.
Another very interesting thing that came out of this survey was a big difference between emerging markets and established economies. The emerging markets profess themselves to be much more collaborative. They're much more optimistic about the recession being over. They're much more connected with regular interaction to other countries as opposed to Western economies and especially the US. Does that ring true to you? And if it does, more importantly, what does that mean?
Well, it does ring true. I mean, when you see, we work with innovators around the world. We have our own research centers like many corporations in the East, Far East, India, China, Malaysia, as well as working with great innovators at universities all around the world. And their risk appetite or their desire appetite seems far greater than perhaps in the developed world. And maybe they have a desire and need. They're seeing fantastic growth rates. They have a culture that says, let's collaborate together to drive forward in terms of new products and new ideas and new services. So culturally, I think they're far more up for this whole approach of collaborative innovation. And I think maybe within developed societies, we've been far more insular in terms of the way we looked at innovation and an innovative approach, maybe more protecting of markets and so on. You only have to see what's happening in Africa in terms of mobile payments, unleashing 1 billion people and allowing them to do all sorts of things using modern internet-based mobile technology, just to see how that sort of collaborative approach can really drive value.
And how do you think a global CIO, wherever he is, can grab all of this intelligence from around the world and really make that work for a single result?
Well, the good news is if you can set yourself up with a collaborative platform and culture, and we have one, sitting there right now called the internet. There are ways and means of using the internet in a secure and appropriately networked way for you to really allow collaboration across your global workforce, across your global customers, across your global partners, can really unleash value into your business, both in terms of improved customer experience and new services like video and so on, but really optimizing your infrastructure underneath, secure cloud and so on, just to mention one.
So the future looks bright.
Certainly does.
Thank you. If you'd like to read our report into enterprise intelligence, filled with some fascinating statistics and facts from around the world, do take a look at our website. It's on bt.com/global services.